What if I told you that the first 15 minutes of your morning could determine the next 30 years of your life? You may have crossed the age of 65. Society calls it retirement. The world tells you to slow down, to sit back, to fade away quietly. But I tell you now is the time to wake up more alive than ever before. Life after 65 is not the end. It is a new chapter. But how you begin your day every day will shape the strength of your body, the clarity of your mind, and the peace within your spirit. In the Shaolin Temple, we say, the morning sun strengthens the body, the morning silence strengthens the soul. So today, I invite you to practice one small morning ritual, simple but powerful. The way you begin your morning sets the tone for everything that follows, and this becomes even more significant after the age of 65. In the early hours, the mind is clear, the world is quiet, and the body is most receptive. These first 15 minutes are not just about physical activity. They are about telling your body and spirit that you are choosing life again today. When you rise with awareness and intention, you activate internal systems that are often left dormant in a sedentary lifestyle. Your blood flows more freely, your joints awaken, your breath deepens, and your mind becomes sharper. This small window in the morning is when you create momentum, and momentum is what carries you forward not just through the day, but through the years ahead. Consistency in these few minutes becomes a ritual. It's not about how long you move, but how present you are while doing it. Gentle movement, conscious breathing, and mental stillness set off a chain reaction inside you, lowering stress, improving balance, enhancing focus, and nourishing the nervous system. These effects accumulate over time, forming a foundation for long-term wellness. The body begins to adapt, to strengthen, and to heal, because you are giving it the signal that it still has purpose, that it is still needed. After 65, life may slow down, but that doesn't mean you should become passive. In fact, this is the most important time to take control of your habits, and the first 15 minutes of your morning give you that power. It is in this quiet space that you reclaim your vitality, renew your strength, and declare that your story is not finished. What you do when the sun rises may very well determine how long and how fully you continue to live. Reaching the age of 65 often brings with it a subtle pressure to slow down, to step aside, and to embrace rest as the final chapter. Society tends to view aging as a decline, a period meant for withdrawing from activity and ambition. But this mindset is dangerous because it encourages stillness where there should be motion, and surrender where there should be strength. The truth is, aging does not mean the end of growth. The spirit, the will, and the body still have power left, but only if you choose not to let them be silenced by external expectations. When you decide each morning to rise with intention, you are resisting the quiet voice that says, "You've done enough." You are standing against the idea that purpose has an expiration date. The energy to live a vibrant life doesn't disappear with age, it simply requires more conscious effort to awaken and maintain. That effort begins the moment you open your eyes. It begins the moment you decide that you are still in command of your life, that your days are still yours to shape. This internal decision is more powerful than any medication or supplement. It is a statement of self-respect, choosing to breathe deeply, to move with awareness, to stretch your limbs and clear your mind. These acts tell your body that life is not over. They are reminders to your muscles, your bones, and your soul that you are not a burden or a shadow of your past, but a fully alive being capable of joy, focus, and strength. In the quiet of the morning, before the world begins to influence you, you have a chance to wake yourself up, not just from sleep, but from the trance of decline. That decision alone can transform your entire future. Movement in the morning is far more than a simple routine. It is a message to the body that it still matters, that it is still capable, and that it is still alive. After the age of 65, the body tends to stiffen more easily, muscles weaken faster, and energy seems to fade quicker. But these changes are not irreversible. In fact, The human body has a remarkable ability to renew itself when given the right signals. Gentle movement first thing in the morning acts as one of those signals. It wakes up your joints, activates circulation, and improves coordination, all essential elements for maintaining independence and quality of life. When you start your day with light stretching, slow joint rotations, or simple balance movements, you're not just exercising, you are rewiring the connection between your mind and body. The breath becomes deeper, the posture naturally improves, and tension that accumulates overnight begins to release. These small actions have a compound effect. They don't just make you feel better for a few hours, they contribute to long-term resilience. Your body becomes more stable, your reflexes sharper, and your risk of injury or illness reduces dramatically. The key is not intensity. It is consistency and awareness. Moving every morning, even for just a few minutes, creates a rhythm within your body, a rhythm that aligns with vitality rather than decay. As you move, you are also cultivating discipline, balance, and energy flow. This is especially true when movement is combined with breathing. The oxygen fuels your cells, cleanses your system, and refreshes your mind. Doing this daily is like watering a plant. Without attention, it withers. But with steady care, it grows stronger, no matter how old it is. Your body is no different. Move it every morning, and you invite life back into every part of you. Living with discipline becomes more essential, not less, as you age. After 65, many people begin to believe they've earned the right to relax completely, to let go of structure and responsibility. While rest is valuable, surrendering discipline entirely leads to a gradual weakening, not just of the body, but of the mind and spirit. Discipline is not restriction, it is a form of self-respect. It's the quiet commitment you make to yourself every day, saying, I will continue to take care of this life I've been given. The body, especially in later years, thrives on rhythm and structure. Without it, energy declines, motivation fades, and the will to grow weakens. Choosing to wake up at the same time each morning, to move with purpose, to breathe deeply, and to remain mentally alert, these are not small things. They are powerful acts of defiance against decay. Discipline brings clarity. It sharpens your thoughts, strengthens your movements, and keeps you connected to your deeper purpose. Every time you follow through with a small act of discipline, you strengthen the part of yourself that refuses to give up. The repetition of these actions builds internal power, something that no number of years can take away. There is freedom in discipline. It gives structure to your day and control over your choices. Instead of drifting through time, you're navigating it with awareness. The truth is, discipline is the bridge between where you are and the long, healthy life that's still available to you. It doesn't require hours of effort, just consistent attention and intention. A few mindful actions each morning are enough to anchor your day in strength. Even as the world moves faster around you, your inner structure remains unshaken. Discipline becomes the foundation for longevity, clarity, and inner peace. As we age, it becomes increasingly important to reconnect with ourselves on a deeper level. What many overlook is that true health and vitality do not come only from physical routines, but from the quality of our attention during those routines. Simply going through the motions is not enough. When you begin your morning practice with presence, fully aware of your breath, your movements, your thoughts, you are engaging in more than a habit. You are engaging in a ritual of reconnection. This is not about checking off a box or completing a task. It is about listening to the quiet signals of your body and honoring them with patience and care. With each inhale, you draw in energy. With each exhale, you release tension, fear, and stiffness that have accumulated. As your arms rise or your knees bend, you are not just stretching muscle. You are reaching back toward your own awareness, reclaiming parts of yourself that modern life may have pushed aside. This type of connection does not require speed or complexity. It requires sincerity. Even 5 minutes spent in slow, mindful movement can unlock clarity and restore a sense of control over your physical and emotional state. This process deepens over time. The more regularly you connect to your body in this way, the more you begin to understand its rhythms, its needs, and its wisdom. You start to sense imbalance before it becomes pain. You begin to move in ways that prevent injury rather than react to it. And most importantly, you stop seeing your body as something that's aging and breaking down, and start experiencing it as something that is alive and willing to serve you, as long as you remain in relationship with it. That relationship begins quietly and powerfully every morning. Aging is often misunderstood. Many see it as a slow decline, a quiet fading into weakness or irrelevance. But aging is not about losing who you are. It is about uncovering new depths of who you've always been. At 65 and beyond, you are not finished. You are evolving. Your body may change, your pace may shift, but within you still lives the same power, the same fire, and the same potential for growth. The only difference now is that you must choose to engage with it more consciously. You cannot rely on youth to carry you. You must rely on wisdom, discipline, and awareness. This stage of life offers a unique opportunity. You are no longer distracted by the noise of youth. Your vision is clearer. You've seen the cycles of life, and now you have the space to cultivate something deeper, resilience of the spirit. Every morning you rise, stretch, breathe, and move with intention. You are reminding yourself that life does not stop evolving, and neither should you. You become a living example that strength is not about muscle alone, but about will. That vitality is not measured in speed, but in consistency. That peace is not found in slowing down, but in being fully awake in each moment. You are not becoming less, you are becoming refined. Like a blade sharpened over time, you carry the experience of years, the grace of endurance, and the potential to influence others not through words, but through presence. Aging is not a decline unless you believe it to be. It is a path of mastery. Every breath you take in the morning, every mindful movement, is an act of quiet rebellion against the idea that your best days are behind you. They are not, they are still unfolding, if you choose to meet them.